You are listening to Charting Cryptos, Commodities, and Currencies. We will start, as we always do, with Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin up to, the big dog in the crypto market? It is down right now 1.3%. Of course, after Bitcoin hit its high back on the week beginning the 11th of March, high of $73,794. Hasn't hit that yet. Slid, it popped down that next week beginning the 18th of March, then moved up some the next week, then lost more energy, and then since then has been moving down. We're hoping for a nice clean reset at some point, and Bitcoin turning around after plumbing its low with high volume. That's what we hope for, and then a clean turnaround where we can find a buy-in point. Wasn't perfect back here when it happened last time, but we had 2 weeks of down movement, higher than average volume with that interim low, and then average volume with the green candle. We like a spinning top, a clean green spinning top. Nice, decent red down candle when things turn around. If Bitcoin does that next time, I'll be very excited. It may or it may not. Right now, in a down move. Likewise, Ethereum is in a down move. We'll sort of redraw our line here, update it a little bit, seeing how good we can do it. That's really flat, but that's okay. As we look at Ethereum, we saw the high back on the week beginning, the low back on the week beginning the 8th of April. That was 28.45. That next week, 28.67, and then 2 weeks later, 28.15. So it has gone last week to that most recent low. We don't have volume doing anything for us. We did have decent down volume that week beginning April the 8th. It has plumbed lower than that since, and we'll just continue to watch and see, hopefully have a nice, good bottom that's hit at some point with average volume and a turnaround. We're going to be looking for that again to give us a good signal for going long. Don't know how long that'll take. It could take weeks, months. It could be next week. We will continue to watch. Now, as we update and take a look at Bitwise, this top 10 cryptocurrencies is weighted as per market share, of course. Bitcoin is the big mover in this, followed way down the line by Ethereum. And of course, had a big down week this last week, not hitting that low at this point. But we do see, again, a red down candle down for the day alone, 2.49%. Bitcoin, Ethereum down about 1.4% rather. So again, we do see strong down move for the day after several days of tracking up. Started moving down on Tuesday afternoon, then down on Wednesday. So we'll keep an eye on things. Again, everything pulling back in the crypto space. Now we're going to go from cryptos to commodities. Let's take a look first at copper. Copper moving up, up, up. We've been talking about that for many weeks, shaving some of that off this week. Maybe copper has topped. We see volumes okay right now, just 3 days into this latest weekly candle, but we do see it has paired off quite a bit. Take a look at what's happening with the U.S. gasoline fund going into the third week. Even lower movement. Look at all that volume last week and look at all the volume this week. Above average already. So again, hopefully we'll be seeing some reflection in gas prices, which have been ticking up a while. But we do see gas moving down. Oil, likewise, we see it heading down. Nice volume last week up to the average. And we'll see where this week ends up. But again, we see fuel prices burning off some of that energy. And as we look at wheat, of course, bounded up 3 weeks ago. We're going into the third week of that. That was week beginning the 22nd of April. After wheat had been moving up a few weeks, pulled back the week beginning the 15th of April, and then high volume, and just continues to boom on up. It is down for the day 1.49% after 3 days of up movement. So we'll keep an eye on wheat and soybeans. After hitting a low with, average volume, red spinning top, well, almost a doji back on the 22nd of April, the week beginning then. Spinning top last week, nice big green up candle. This week, as soybeans go up, but like so many of the other commodities, pulling back for the day 1.26%. But it does look like soybeans are starting to move up. We'll see how long that continues. And of course, lastly, we go to from cryptocurrencies to commodities to real currencies. And what do we see going on with the British pound? Pulling back a little bit at the end of the day, just 0.10%. But we saw where it hit an interim low, although we did not have volume to match that back on the week beginning 22nd of April. Last week up, this week up, not reaching the high of last week. But we'll keep an eye on the British pound, see if that's going to pay off and continue to move up. The euro likewise going to second week of up movement. Not a lot to see there in volume. So again, not giving us clean turnarounds here. What we'd want to see is, of course, high volume on that interim low back on the 15th of April, and then a green spinning top with higher than average volume to really give us a good idea that that up move is going to be sustained. Otherwise, we just pass on it. Lastly, we'll look at the yen. Now, the yen moving down for several weeks starting the 18th of March and moving on, then a doji last week with lots of volume trying to find that interim low. And then this week, another doji so far, down for the day 0.65%. Maybe the yen's going to take off, but it's not happened yet. That is where we are on charting cryptos, commodities, and currencies. We so appreciate you being with us. Always love to hear from you and hope you enjoy just sort of this different look at ETFs. Instead of the standard ones, we're sort of stretching out, looking at international currencies, looking at cryptocurrencies, and of course, looking at commodities. My friends, thanks so much for being with us. Always love to hear from you. CW@chartingwealth.com. God bless my friends. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth World Headquarters.